Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Surah 6, verse number 141. It is He who produces gardens with trellises and without, and dates and tilth with produce of all kinds, and olives and pomegranates, similar in kind and different in variety. Eat of their fruit in their season, but render the dues that are proper on the day that the harvest is gathered. But waste not by excess, for Allah loves not the wasters. Of the cattle are some for burden and some for meat. Eat what Allah has provided for you, and follow not the footsteps of Satan, for he is to you an avowed enemy. Take 8 head of cattle in 4 pairs, of sheep a pair, and of goats a pair. Say, has he forbidden the 2 males, or the 2 females, or the young, which the wombs of the 2 females enclose? Tell me with knowledge if you are truthful. Of camels a pair, and of oxen a pair. Say, has he forbidden the 2 males, or the 2 females, or the young, which the wombs of the 2 females enclose? Were you present when Allah ordered you to say such a thing? But who does more wrong than one who invents a lie against Allah to lead astray mankind without knowledge? For Allah guides not people who do wrong. Right? So it's such a question that people are making up their own fancies and their own superstitions. So the question people are being asked to ponder, were you present? Did Allah tell you to do that? Right? Were you present when Allah most merciful ordered you such a thing? If God did not order you to do that thing, then where are you getting that knowledge from? Do you have a book of knowledge? Do you have a sacred scripture? Or is this just part of your imagination? Say, I find not in the message received by me by inspiration any meat forbidden to be eaten by one who wishes to eat it, unless, and these are the categories, right? Unless it be dead meat. So it means all meats are allowed except dead meat, or blood poured forth, or the flesh of swine, which is ham, bacon, pork, and so on, for it is an abomination, or what is impious meat, on which a name has been invoked other than Allah's. But even so, if a person is forced by necessity without willful disobedience, nor transgressing due limits, your Lord is oft forgiving, most merciful. Allah is Ghafur Rahim. And in one of the previous episodes, we spoke about the law of compulsion, or the law of necessity, which is the temporary time when you can allow to break certain rules and regulations. But for that, please consult the ulama for clarity on that. Right. For those who followed the Jewish law, we forbade every animal with undivided hoof, and we forbade them the fat of the ox and the sheep, except what adheres to their backs, or their entrails, or is mixed up with a bone. This in recompense for their willful disobedience. For we are true in our ordinances. If they accuse you of falsehood, say, your Lord is full of mercy, all embracing. But from people is guilt, never will his wrath be turned back. Join me in the next episode. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.